everyone, and welcome back to Bulldog Weekly. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Michaela.
On this week's episode of Bulldog Weekly, we'll be figuring out how to survive production week, viewing a trailer, and checking in with the Music Appreciation Club.
But before we get to that, here's Mr. Devoll with the week ahead and Bill Tilden with sports.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rundown. Today is Sunday, April 10th, and we are in the week before a vacation. Good stuff for students for sure. It's only a 4-day week. And within this week, we've got a couple of special things happening. Our student council has organized a Spirit Week, and it will be, each day there'll be a different theme for students throughout the day, all building towards the Class Olympics, which think of like a pep rally style feel to the day on Thursday with no school on Friday. So Monday's day 6, Tuesday's day 7. Wednesday's day 8, and then on Thursday we get our report cards. So the last day before our vacation, report cards. We'll have a little bit of a different schedule on Thursday so that we can accommodate the Class Olympics. We will have shortened blocks 1, 2, and 4. Then we'll have a full Bulldog block. Then we'll go to lunch, and then block 3, followed by the Class Olympics block 4. So then within our Bulldog block next week, a couple of unique opportunities. Next Tuesday night, we have the Night of Jazz, which is a concert. And so during Bulldog block, the Night of Jazz will have a practice rehearsal. On Wednesday the 13th, we have a campus cleanup during the Bulldog block, sponsored by our Community Service Learning Club, which is pretty great. And then on Thursday the 14th, all of our students are going to be with mentors as we work through our ALICE training for students. That's it. It's the week before our vacation. Some would say it's one of the hardest weeks to engage students, but with the thanks to our student council and Spirit, we are good to go, and we're going to have an awesome week of school. Thank you, everybody. Good to see you, and we'll see you after vacation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Devoll. Nice toss. Spring sports started yesterday. April 4th, good day to be a Bulldog. The boys lacrosse team went up to Stang to try out their new turf field, came out with a 16-9 win for their first game. They returned to action on Thursday against New Bedford Vogue, 4-7. Girls lacrosse gets going today. We're going to host Falmouth on 4-5. That's a 4 p.m. game. Should be a fun one. Baseball had a nice comeback yesterday, 9-5 over Seekonk. We were down early but came back strong. We bumped up a game due to the next 3 days of rain coming up. So they're going to play at Fairhaven today. So back-to-backs to start the season. Softball had a close one but lost yesterday 6-2 versus Seekonk. They're still on for tomorrow, hoping to get that game in, but I think Mother Nature's going to have other plans. Track starts out on Thursday, 4-7, out at Aponequid. That is a 3:45 start. Very good competition there. Girls tennis is out at Dartmouth today. Girls tennis is at Dartmouth, and then the sail team is actually against Stang today at the New Bedford Yacht Club. Both of those are 3:45 starts. Boys tennis doesn't get going until Thursday. They're going to host Dartmouth for their first match of the season. And finally, Unified Track starts off before the actual track team. Unified Track will be out on our field today, hosting Bourne. That is a 3:30 start time. Good luck to all our Bulldogs. And back to the Bulldog crew.
Thanks for that informative update.
Up first this week, Chris will be giving us a step-by-step guide to surviving Drama Club's production week. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey everyone, so I'm Chris Bell, and I am a part of the Old Rochester Drama Club, and I've been through a few production weeks. Now, production week is the week leading into our performance to a live audience, and it can get pretty chaotic. In the past, we've stayed out till like 11:30 at night, rehearsing. We've gone through a lot of notes. We're very tired this week, but there's like a lot of things that I like to do to like prepare for the week and like get through the week. At this time, like everyone in the drama clubs, their emotions are at like a really high, and they can get emotional about like anything. And everyone's just so exhausted, but you come together, and as a group, you support each other. Now, a lot of ways that I like to do it. It's just sleep as much as you can and try to keep up with school, because I mean, if there's like something going on where you're just like too tired and you can't get your homework done, a lot of teachers will understand that. And like if you explain to them like, oh, I was at drama really late last night, a teacher will understand that and like give you a little extension on the homework. Just try to get it done as much as possible. And you don't want to do that too much, because then you'll have a lot of work leading into next week. I try not to use a lot of caffeine because it's very damaging for your voice. But if you need caffeine, go for it. I like to get my own makeup wipes, so that way I don't have to use other people's or borrow other people's, and I just have my own. I eat a lot, and so one thing you're gonna want is a lot, like to keep up with eating, 3 meals a day, definitely. And just try to keep your energy as high as possible, because you got to keep going with those shows. And if you have low energy, you're not gonna look as good on stage. In the corner over there, you can see that I put a list together with one of my friends in drama. Support from other friends is very essential when it comes to production week, because if you don't have those support, you got to go through it alone, and going through it alone sucks. But if you have friends, it just makes it that much better, because you're going through it together. You definitely don't want a metal water bottle, because if you have a metal water bottle and it rolls or makes a big noise, everyone's gonna hear it, and that's not good. You want to learn all your music if it's a musical, and if it's a play, you want to learn all your lines by this week, because if you don't, you're going to be in the front of a live audience without knowing your lines or your songs. Going off of that, I would say practicing just as much as you can. Just get in as much practice as possible. What a lot of people with a lot of lines do is with their scripts, they'll read it in between class. If they're any free time that they have, they just read their lines. For all the seniors out there too, just remember to just go all out this show. When it's your last show, you just want to go out with a bang. You want to just put all your energy into that one last show, and just because you want to look back on it and remember, like, I had that much fun for this show, and it takes a lot, but in the end, you're so proud of what you've done, and you're so proud of your castmates that you don't regret anything. Thank you all for watching, and I hope I instilled some knowledge in y'all.
I'm the first disciple. I sing one of the most well-known songs, Day by Day, and I'm so excited for the show.
Hi, I'm Herb. I don't sing any songs, but I do crack a lot of jokes.
Hi, I'm Peggy. I'm a little shy, but I still like to have fun with my friends.
I'm Sonia, but you probably already know that. You could say I'm the most fun out of the group.
I'm Joanne. My personality is loving Jesus.
I'm Jeffrey, and I love love.
I'm Gilmer, and I love playing the ukulele and hanging out with all my friends.
I'm Lamar, and I'm a little bit dumb, but I make up for it with music.
I'm Judas, and Jesus is my best friend. Nothing bad will happen, I promise.
Yes, absolutely nothing. Hi, I'm Jesus in ORRHS's musical Godspell. Come see us on April 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Tickets are $15. Students and senior citizens are $12.
The 7th, 8th, and 9th are at 7 p.m., and the 10th is at 2. See you there.
Woo!
I'll see you
Remember,
later.
nothing bad will happen.
Let's hope those tips work.
Up next is a trailer for an interview next week. See you all after this. Tune in next week to see how they did.
Last up is my interview with the Music Appreciation Club. We'll roll that now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Bulldog Weekly. It's Michaela, and today I'm with the Music Appreciation Club.
I'm Will. I'm Colin.
And I'm Jed.
Okay, so today we are going to be ranking our top 3 favorite albums of all time. Like all time. This was a very hard decision for me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, this is not definite. It might change in a week.
So true.
Depends on what I listen to.
That's the nature of my music.
Okay. I guess, should I go first? I'll go first. So my top 3, like my third top album of all time is Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. Top third. See? It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like Dreams, Songboard, it's so good. But yeah, so it's just a classic. I just grew up listening to it. So, and I always, the remaster was in 2004, and that's the year I was born. So that's why I started listening to it when I was like 10, but.
Very good.
Okay, so third, probably Either Or by Elliott Smith. It's just one of the most consistently great and heart-touching singer-songwriter albums, I think. It has Ballad of Big Nothing, Between the Bars, Rose Parade, Speed Trials. I could literally name every song on it, but it's just good stuff. I love it.
So my choices today are kind of dad rock hits, but that's where I am right now. So my third favorite album as of right now is Let's Dance by David Bowie. It's definitely his biggest commercial success, but it just has some great tracks on it still, production-wise, high budget. I love Cat People. That's one of my favorite songs, and yeah, that's where I am right now.
Well, so for my third pick, I went with what I'm recently listening to, and it's definitely like gone up, and I can consider it one of my third favorite albums, is Demon Days by Gorillaz. I think like I enjoy like sitting through a whole album, and I think this is definitely one that I can just sit through and listen to the whole thing. Like my favorite tracks are like Dirty Harry and November Has Come, which has that I'm doing feature I love. It's just a very like consistently good album.
I love the difference. I am gonna love the diversity between me versus the 3 of you guys. Okay, so top 2. My second favorite album of all time got released in 2016, and it's Cleopatra by the Lumineers. One of the best like indie pop, I think it would be. It has a lot of great like standout singles, and it's a no-skip album for me. It has the classic Ophelia that everyone loves. It's very overplayed, but it's still really good. I love Angela, love Cleopatra, obviously, and then Sleep on the Floor is my favorite from the Lumineers. But this is a no-skip album for me.
I've never listened to a Lumineers album.
You seem like the type that would.
Ophelia, and I've heard, what was the other one that was like their first one?
Oh Hey?
Yeah.
You seem like the type though. You drive a Subaru. You don't listen to Lumineers?
I don't. Maybe it's a thing I need to look into.
Yeah. Jed, you drive a Subaru too, and you don't listen?
We park right next to each other.
Number 2, I think will have to be Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. Just such a seminal 80s pop album. It was one of her first self-produced albums as well, and I think she really came into her own with creating a concept and sound that just fit what she wanted to do, and she kind of just ignored the demands of her record label and did her own thing. It has Cloud Busting, Hello Earth, Jig of Life, Waking the Witch, so many great songs, The Big Sky, just a bunch of really great artsy pop songs that are just super replayable for me, and I love the whole thing.
So my number 2 album actually has a feature with Kate Bush in it. It's So by Peter Gabriel, and this was it was similar to that album. It was a very big pop success, but it was Peter Gabriel's first entry into the solo market with very like good songs that took from different cultures and stuff, and really had a high production, but still he was able to express himself creatively and like be on his own without the pressure of bandmates and other record labels to conform to his usual sound and like his persona that he developed with Genesis. and I really like the album a lot. I think it has some great singles that were just big competition between all the singles on the album to which one was the best.
Yeah. So for my second pick, I think I had to go, I couldn't resist it, but I had to go with OK Computer by Radiohead. I couldn't resist it. It's got so many good songs on it, one after another, and like, it's, in my opinion, their best album. And so like, songs like The Letdown, Electioneering, Exit Music for a Film are all just like so good. And it's just a great pick, I think. All right, now back to you.
With a little sass.
I think becomes more relevant every year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, compared to Radiohead, my number one pick comes to no surprise to everyone out there. My favorite album debuted in 2017, self-titled Harry Styles. I personally think Harry Styles, his HS1 we call it, I'm wearing his merch right now for this exact reason, is better than his sophomore album Fine Line. It is one of the best debut albums I've ever seen. It had a mix of like all types, slow, rock, like it's so good, like Kiwi, Only Angel versus From the Dining Table or Meet Me in the Hallway. But my favorite on the album has to be Carolina. I know you guys have mixed opinions about my top.
One of the best debut albums ever?
Yes, one of the best, I think.
That's a statement.
That's a statement.
It is a statement. I would have ranked One Direction, but I didn't want to rank it.
No,
Why don't we do a segment on best debut albums?
Oh, totally. Best debut album? Harry Styles is one of the best debut albums.
Yeah, okay. Number one, Low.
Sounds so fun.
Teachers and students, if you have anything you want filmed or shown here at Bulldog Weekly, be sure to let us know at the ORC TV station.
Be sure to check out our Vimeo and social media channels for everything we film here at ORC TV. We film sports games, town meetings, school events, and so much more.
Well, that wraps up this episode of Bulldog Weekly. Until next time, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Michaela.
And this has been Bulldog Weekly.